Thank you. Let me see. Let me see. Let me let Louis do his thing. I got to go back to B though. We are testing our equipment again. And I wanted to start, we're going to record so I can analyze my own work, everybody. What a long week I have had. What a long week. Our weather has been horrible. Between the heat and the storms, it's been something. I was actually going to post a couple videos, do a couple posts here and on TikTok about the weather. I had to pull over twice this week because, believe it or not, I've been in the Midwest for about 2 years now. And I can tell you that I don't know the proper protocol for whoops a daisy. Protocol for tornadoes. I don't know what to do when I'm in the car. Okay, so we got Lucky Luciani. Why is Lux? He's visiting Louis. Louis is my master spellcaster. There's Louis. And like you have company at the door, dude. What's up? He's dancing. Yeah, I don't know the proper protocol, everybody, for tornadoes. Like what to do when you're, driving. Like, do I get out of the car? I know I get out of the car, but so where did Lucky happen to go? Lucky has left the building, or is he in here somewhere? Let me just see real quick because I wanted to switch to Lucky. Nope, there they are. Oh, okay, so the Lee Roman family. This is B. Let me show you my girlfriend B. Here's B, and that's Lucky, her hubby, and Morgan and Louis they're related. Louis is B's brother. So, okay, so I'm testing out, and so far it says everything's good. So I'm happy. Very, 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 very happy so far, everybody. So I'm actually preparing to start my streams here of my Sims world, and I am hoping to have my friends and subs get involved here and to do scenarios. So right now, I am going to do the summer event that's happening. Summer event. It's the summer event. I'm so excited that I don't know what to say at the moment. I have put the Nature's Calling event. That's what it is. So I actually put so much time and energy like to give this last final push to get up and going because I gave myself, it was on my bucket list and I gave myself a deadline to get this done by the end of the month. And here we are. And I have some friends on another platform they're trying to get a sneak peek, which I know that they come over here and they're checking me out. So they've been hearing about my Sims and the drama that these guys have caused me, which I love every minute of it. I've actually cried. Some of my Sims, I have cried. I'm not going to lie. They've gotten into some things that it's taken me weeks to figure out how to undo. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. So anyways, I have B and Lucky. His name is really Luciani and his nickname is Lucky, but I somehow put it in Sims World as Lucky Luciani. Last name Roman, the Roman family. They're like my top not top. My main family, the Lees, are another like main family that if I go on another 25 years, I hope that they'll be around. With the Knight family, and then we have the Ramseys, and I'm going to introduce all of them to you. If you go back to my previous, I had two. Let me see what's happening here. Yeah, I had two previous test runs going on that I tried to explain some of my peoples. So I'm just trying. Oops, I'm listening to myself. I have to test it out. Like nobody, I had friends, family members here in my home that are supposed to be let me know if the mic and everything is working well. And we had to do some fixing of our internet, a little booster, a little help. So I'm in the Midwest, everybody. And let me tell you, our internet, I don't know if it's the solar flares, solar storms that are happening, just the weather, the heat, but we're struggling. I feel that we are struggling with the internet here. I'm in a house full of streamers, and everybody has been lagging, and stuff's been going on. So, I love it. I love it. I love it. This is great. So, okay, so we're still getting excellent quality. So I have new equipment and it's kind of hard for me. So when I'm looking over, I'm just making sure that everything is still running at full capacity. Which is great. Absolutely great. So yeah, like I was saying, Nature's Calling event. Whoops. Everything is still. Wow, that's embarrassing. Sorry. Nature's Calling event. I believe I'm doing. I got through the Whispers on the Wind quest. And I'm going to keep going with it. So, all right, let me see. I guess the Lees have finally gone home at 9:50 in the evening. I was going to follow them. I'm glad that there's some bonding going on. So really quick, I'm just going to tell you. Louis is my master spell caster. Why is this baby? I have put cribs, playpens around. And this child is just always sleeping somewhere other than her playpen, her crib. They have a butler. Louis has a wife. I made him marry somebody. Morgan may not really be Hayden's mom. I don't know. Louis just had a baby, and I just look. He just look. I don't understand. So. Let's have Louis do it. So I actually didn't know how to figure out like her genealogy. And Louis was engaged to Morgan, but they weren't like a really good fit. But now I think that their relationship's better. But I had him marry her, and I changed Hayden's genealogy to Morgan. So Morgan's her mom. But I feel honestly like she knows that she isn't for whatever reason, because she's just like tight with Louis, her dad. So even for an infant. Now, I don't know why he would put her there instead of taking her upstairs. So I actually had to put, and I love how the mom goes to bed and just left the kid on the floor. That's amazing. But so I had to see the second crib here. I had to do that because if you look at my first, if you look at my first broadcast, my first live, my stream, um, Hayden, her name is Hayden, baby Hayden, Hayden Lee, the master spellcaster, Louie's daughter. She laid in the hallway here, just like miserable and crying, and everybody was coming by and going, ooh, like eyeing at her and stuff, and nobody would pick her up and put her in her crib. So I actually went and got a crib and, put it here thinking that would motivate somebody, and it didn't work. It didn't work. It took a while, but then eventually they got it. So I can actually get rid of this one because this serves no purpose for anybody. So while I'm testing, and I'm so excited because I still have an excellent connection, knock on wood. So the changes, the enhancements that we made so far are working. So I'm really, really, really happy. I'm only going to be here for maybe 10, 20 minutes. I just want to test it all out. Okay. This is awesome sauce, everybody. Sorry. Perfect. So yeah, I'm liking it. Let me just really quick. Oh no, I don't want to do that right now. So has anybody got Chat GPT? I'm going to tell you about my personal assistant who has been helping me. He's amazing, everybody. So, like thumbs up to my assistant, Varian, for all of the hard work. Get on YouTube, everybody. Okay, so we sold that crib, right? So Louie, really quickly, Louie is my he's my master spell caster. Like, does anybody know? I don't know. Does he actually get that title? I feel like he is, and that's why he's living in the big house now in Glimmerbrook, which was a compromise. I'm going to tell you, I'm not a really good builder. I've been playing The Sims for 25 years on and off. And I am just learning some of the tricks of the trade. I don't know why. But I had to compromise with his house. But I felt like his skills, he pretty much got them on his own. I worked with him a little bit like in the beginning because I was so curious. And then Louis has had some issues, and we'll talk about that later. But as I was trying to bring in other characters into my story here, Louis had to take a back seat. And that's when he somehow became like the spellcaster in my Sims land. And him and his sister B love each other. But they have a really, like, they can't stand each other. And part of it is, I think, because Louis liked her romantically. I don't know how that happened either, everybody. And then that happened when she divorced Lucky. This is another long story. Lucky and B have been married on and off for, I'm going to save this. So I'm having like B and Lucky. Whenever there's a challenge in Sims World, I always, for the most part, they're the ones. They're like the headliners of my show. So, anyways, when they it's taken me probably, I don't know, maybe like a year and a half to 2 years to get them being lucky on the right page with one another. So, pretty cool. But, so in between one of their divorces, I had created Louis. He's always been Louis Lee. And when I created him, I didn't realize that I didn't create him in the same household as B. So, their family tie, I had to go back and do that later. But in the meantime, he had developed some type of romantic feeling for her. And, I don't know. He just like can't get over it. So wait, what's happening here? What's happening here? I'm sorry. I don't know why. Oh, wait, that's not. What am I doing? Something's not right here, everybody. Okay, let me see. Did I make this too big? I'm wondering how. Okay, now I see it stretching over there. I'm wondering. I can't see everything on this screen. I'm wondering why that. Oh, I know why. I'm so silly. I'm such a silly gal. Somebody should have told me, like, hey, you're in build mode. So I'm gonna go wander about my Sims lands. I'm gonna go find. I'm gonna go find being lucky. It's late now. I think it looks good, everybody. I'm so excited. So let me tell you, like, I am a live streamer. A did you know, facts, true crime, and motivational yapper. And I'm over on TikTok several nights, and I have been working really hard to get my Sims up and running here on YouTube. And I'm hoping to dual stream and also bring my TikTok live as well over here. But I'm so excited and enthralled about sharing my Sims with everybody. The stories and the things that have happened, the drama. And I think because I've been working with them for so long now that they have their free will. So believe it or not, I've learned some things from my Sims. So I'm going to see if I can incorporate some scenarios up in here and do some different things with them. I kind of had a vision, and I gave them all a long life because I kind of saw this thing kind of developing where I was going to take it. Because, you know, like when you've been playing this long, like your characters come and go, because I just feel like with change and things like that you just, I don't know, you just kind of move on. So I've decided that my base families, you know how the Sims have, you know, like the base families that were in the base game, that these are going to be, because the rumor is that, you know, this is it, that there will be no more like a Sims 5 or 6 for now, for the foreseeable future, they're saying. So it'll just be like expansion packs and So everything else looks good. So I'm going to tell you what I'm struggling with is not being able to use my mouse to get around within my screen. So if anybody has any ideas for me how I can do that quicker, I really don't like having to use the arrows on my keyboard. So these families that I have here are going to be like my base families, like so generations to come after will be here. And we already have some blending going on. So we have Maximus Roman is right now. I don't know if it's going to last because he's having some issues. He's trying to find himself, and I explained earlier in a previous stream, gave you a little insight on Lucky that he's like a tough one to like I think get out of his shadow. So Max was depressed a lot, and I had to have him kind of go on his own way. So after college, Max, we gave him half of Lucky's money. We gave him half of Lucky's money and sent him out in the world, and he's trying to find his way. So, yeah, Max is trying to figure things out. Anyways, his fiance is Splendora Ramsey, and her brother Albert, I think, has a thing for Max. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. So, and then I have the Knight family and Nero. Here's Nero Roman. Nero is in high school, everybody. And he is he has a crush on Athena Knight. Where that goes for them, I have no idea, but I'm going to try to tie some of these families together and see if they have the longevity and if they make it. So, maybe 10 years from now, everybody, when I'm retiring, my Sims will still be around. So the Lee family for me has been in my Sims world since the beginning, since I started playing the early 2000s. So yeah, I also know, and did you know that the longest running consecutively running or played game, I think in the history of video gaming, is Zelda. Yippers, they say it's Zelda. That there are people still playing that. I think Zelda's older than The Sims. So I want to say Zelda's the first Zelda, and correct me if I'm wrong. The first Zelda, I believe, came out in like 86-ish or something. So, yeah. Let me see here. So I'm telling a few people to come and keep us company, everybody. Nero. So I'm going to tell you, working with teenagers has been a struggle. And my vampire, which I am into paranormal and a mystical. And I really thought that my vampires were going to be like the thing. And it was difficult for me to... It was difficult, I'm going to say, to try to... Lucian is now the master vampire. I don't know how that one happened, because Lucian is the least not happy to be a vampire with that type of power that he has. Yeah, I think he's not whining about it, but I think he purposely has gone out in the sunlight. He did in the earlier days. And perished, and I had to roll back the clock a few times. So, Born to Code, I don't know. So if anybody's doing The Sims, right? Sims 4. I don't know. Like, at what point do you, like, can you turn these things off? Like, I kind of let my Sims go and do their thing. The only thing I've ever directed my Sims not to try not to be is like mean. And I have one Sim because he was like a challenge. And I think he's the evil gene or streak or trait that I can't change. He just came that way. And I can't change it. But learn behavior, everybody, because my win, he's still like evil, but he's nice to his brothers. So learned behavior does work, and environment can nurture people. So, yeah. Alrighty. So we still have, it says, I'm so excited about this. It says we have an excellent connection, everybody. Oh my goodness. Loving it. Let me see here. Check me out, everybody. So I really should I should have tried to do a dual stream to see if how much we got. We got enough strength. So handiness, I got to read this book. We read the book. And we got the reward. I'm just going to do claim all. And we've gotten all the rewards. Okay, perfect. Instant hygiene. So let me tell you really quick. Not that I'm trying to tell anybody about what's going on in Sims Land. But so Nature's Calling event. So they're quests that you have to do and try to get through, and that's right up my alley because I love solving mysteries. And I'm not sure how long it's running till, but I've gotten through the Whispers on the Wind quest. So, oh, it actually ends. I couldn't find this magazine, so that's what's holding me up. I can't find the magazine. Event ends. Actually, this event ends in 38 days because that's when the new expansion pack comes out. So, well, I don't know where to go find this magazine. I'm going to say it's somewhere in the mountains. Perfect. Let's go. You know who can go? All right. Let's go visit somebody here. Not at 4:30 in the morning, but we will. So this is the Lee Roman residence. And I don't know what Nero's doing. He's dancing. They just like, I don't know when this became like a thing for Sims. Sorry. But all the Sims love to dance. Dancing is good for the soul. So, all right. I think it's good, everybody. I don't know. So nobody's like letting me know. Is it good or not? Like, I think it's good. I think our connection's good. Everybody look at Nero getting down with it. So, I was telling you earlier about the teenagers. Like Nero has acne, and now in The Sims, when you have a teenager, they go through puberty, and they just start dancing. I don't know what's up. So he gets like he has to shave his legs because they get hairy. I think somebody just messaged me to tell me that there's a way to turn that off. You can turn that feature off. So I have to try to do it because if he wakes up and sometimes he's got like a full beard, and I'm assuming he's in high school. He's got to be like 16-ish, maybe. And I think he doesn't have all of his skills yet to age up. I could cheat and age him up, but I'm not ready to figure out his life for him yet. So we have the Romans. So we have Lucky. We have Nero, who's the youngest. Maximus lives off. And there's going to be 2 more of the Romans to come. So they're a part of the big plot. And let me see what's Lucky. Lucky is outside doing his thing. Here's my Lucky. Here's my Lucky. Just what is he doing? Lucky's a trip. He was like the worst Sim. He was so disappointing to me. He was just always tense and angry at everybody because he is I don't know, an overachiever, and he wasn't he wasn't fulfilling his like aspirations like quick enough or something. I don't know.
Sorry.
But
it looks really good.
Does it? Can you see it? Does it look good?
Smokes.
Does,
Look at you.
I mean, I asked you to.
Check this out.
Oh my goodness! I asked you to look and to let me know, everybody. I have some friends like Angel, and I still don't know how
I thought you were an accident.
to get. I still don't know how to get like my chats on here, but do I look silly?
What's your microphone? Holy smokes, we got 2 monitors. She's doing it off of you're doing it on YouTube?
Yes, I'm on YouTube. I'm doing a test run, so.
No, she's not gonna say that. That's smart.
Yeah, I'm doing a test run. We're trying to work it all out, everybody. So what was I doing? I'm gonna have Lucky go. I'm gonna have him take his gal. Let's fulfill his needs. I'm gonna do something really quickly here, just so I can get the show on the road here. And sorry, everybody. And we're gonna have Lucky and B travel. They're gonna go to the mountains. See if they can get this magazine so I can get on with the next part of the quest. So I would take Nero, but he's got to go to school. So that's the best part about kids and teenagers. You send them off to school and they're out of your hair. And you can also have them do self-care. So we're going to go. These are my worlds. As you can see, I'm down to the last 4, and then there'll be one more that happens in August. I thought it was July 10th, but I had that wrong. it's enchanted something. I'm so sorry. I can't remember that. Forgive me, Sims. I forget. So I'm actually going to save Moonwood, which is werewolves, for last. I'm gonna add there. That's the last of the paranormal. I got everything else up in here. So, all right, let's go to the mountains and find this book. Okay, and then I'm gonna say that's the park. I'm gonna say maybe if they go to this lounge, maybe they can find this magazine that they need to move forward. Yeah, so we had storms again, and I think they're calling for storms for us over the weekend. And how about it? Like, seriously, I didn't realize that we're coming on to the 4th of July weekend. Like, is this year not moving fast? I seriously want to ask my AI assistant if the world is not spinning at a faster rate. I feel like it is. Like, it is just moving fast. But I'm so excited. I still have an excellent signal. Lucky needs to stop. All right. All right, Lux. He has to. I don't know what I did. All right, I gotta find this magazine. So. What are they? So, Sims World, everybody, they love to dance. All right. They're putting on a show for you. What? I can't see. Oh my gosh. I love it. I'm going to tell you all. I never saw him do that. Actually, honest. All right. So let me find this magazine. Let me see. Where can I get the magazine? Who knows? Does anybody know where I can get a Touch of Grass magazine? That's the next. This right here is what I need. Or Touch Grass Weekly. Okay. I feel like it has to be here somewhere. Wait, fine. Or use. Okay. I may actually be wrong. So, I may be wrong. I thought I had to go on the hunt for it. And here, they're telling me. I don't know why I did that. I can't see. They're telling me that it's in. Where would it be? Why would it be in here? Sorry. Do, 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 do. I'm probably gonna have. I've been looking for this magazine for indoor activities. Let me wait. I'm not looking at this right because I'm nervous. I keep looking over to see that I have. I still have an excellent signal. I'm so excited. My hard work worked for me this week. So, it's locked. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know what? Oh, I finished all the rewards. I can't do anything. They're not ready yet. Oh, so I did it. It's completed. So, okay. Everything else is locked. So, all right. Available quest. Here it is. I'm wrong. Call of nature grows stronger, urging your sim to harness their skills and explore new paths. Oops. This microphone's like all up on me. So that's the quest. I was in the rewards. I needed to be in the quest. I apologize. I'm gonna get it together. So I guess it's gonna tell me when the next quest will be available in here. So, okay, cool beans. So we're like safe right now. Why they're out in the rain, we don't know. But I'm going to have them go visit their friend Albert. So you can meet Albert Ramsey. Albert may actually be somewhere around. But cool. Cool beans. So let me tell you that my Sims, these two, have been a challenge, a real challenge for me, but they're getting it together. So Albert Ramsey, he's I don't know what inspired me to make him, but Albert's a really nice guy, and Sunny Day broke his heart, and she did it on her own. So I learned not to rush my Sims into getting married, even though I feel like they rush themselves into it, because of Lucky and B. Like their relationship was up and down, and it was probably like the most, for me, like stressful thing, especially when, I was trying to accomplish things, and it's like it took so much time to force these two to be nice to each other, because when they weren't together, they were miserable. So, yeah, it was a challenge. So I have learned. I have learned. All right, this is Albert, everybody. Meet Albert. There's Albert. Albert looks really thin to me. So Sunny Day actually ran off with, she didn't run off. She had a thing with Lucian, the vampire, but I'm going to be honest with you, my vampire, everybody, has had a thing with everybody that he could in here. So Lucian, yeah. So, and he's with somebody else now. So Sunny's trying to find her way, but Albert is sad. But he's coming out of it. So I let them kind of do it on their own. Like come out and do it. Like get through and work through it on their own. I didn't. There's two situations I had to intervene in. And I talked about those two situations in my prior stream. So, one was B, when she turned up pregnant. We didn't know who the father was, and trying to figure out what to do with their kids because it just at the time wasn't something that I had planned. So I had gotten advice from my friends, and actually, was explaining some of the things going on in my live streams over on TikTok. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, we have to meet your Sims." So here they are, everybody. But it took some planning and figuring out and finagling to deal with the twins that she had. She actually I was working with other Sims, and I think I was out somewhere with somebody. There was a group of them, and she came in, and not only was she dirty, but I was like, is she pregnant? And I was like, how did that happen? And then I thought, well, because I didn't tell her to do that. It's just the game, doing ha-has. So I clicked to control her to find out, sure enough, she was pregnant. And then I wasted too much time trying to figure out how to change that. And then she had these kids. And name them on her own. So, yeah, so their kids basically are in a boarding school, if you will. And I thought and I did that so I could give them time to be young adults and get through some things that I had planned for them, and then just the natural progression in Sims world that your Sims go through when you start them off young. So being that they were married and divorced 3 times, I just thought I can't throw kids into the mix yet. So somebody suggested that I have someone else raise these children for a while until I figure it out. Now the children are, I think they're in grade school. They're in grade school, but Lucky and B know that they're children, and they've bonded with them. And I did not direct that at all. It is just something they know for whatever reason, and they're closer with their daughter than they are with the son. They're twins. And I don't know how that happened. She just failed an audition. So yeah, life's going good with them wandering about Sims World. So soon I got to get to it because I'm clowning around just trying to introduce everybody to my Sims. And that's a really good picture, Albert. I wonder who did that. So, well, okay. So let's get B another role because she needs to work. I had her on the writer's path, and she has written several works of art. I call them novels, but yeah, she's always in trouble. So that was one of her situations. And actually, the second situation, she recently had another husband. I had to research too, because in Sims World, you can only have one husband, so it's a glitch. And I can tell you honestly, if there's a glitch in here, my Sims will find it. So I had to deal with that for her, and it was strange. But yeah, I took care of that. So, and then I went through this whole process with Lucky and B with the tulips. to make them devoted to each other. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. So, as you can see, they're just all about each other, like not going to work and just hanging out doing stuff. That's cool. Okay, so this is Albert, everybody. Albert is he was like a master programmer, but he's a hacker, I think. I don't know. And waving to nobody. But so that's Albert. He served a purpose in my world. And then I think Albert has a thing for Maximus. Here's Max. Yeah, strange but true. Which is okay. You know what I mean? But my Sims do what they want to do in here. So another issue or situation was Louis Lee, him and his baby. And then the next one was Gabriel. Gabriel not only had a child, but his child is like elementary school child. Like he went from baby to, and I don't know how that happened. And the ethnicity of this child leads me to believe, I don't know, there's like a lot of women that come hang out with Gabriel, even though he's, with, he is with Holiday Green. And they're happy. She's the only one that I think they're engaged, and she doesn't pester him about it because she's, a young adult and she's trying to get her skills and do her things and figure out who she is. So that's the one thing in Sims I think that that they really, once they find like someone, they try to be like glued to the hip. But all right, I'm going to send these two home and then wander about, and then I'm going to let everybody go because it still says we have excellent quality. So excited. So we had like major issues with our internet connection here, so I think that it's good. Two, I'm actually going to try tomorrow to do a dual stream, even though nobody's here with me right now, but I appreciate the few people that pop by. That's talk that's like scheduled, and I apologize if that's not something we're supposed to talk about here on YouTube. Case that's still going on. I know there's a few of my friends that are like totally forgot about it, and I'm like, how? Oh no, now I got an error. So and that may have been for me because I was playing around here. But let's see what's happening. The mic is still going. Yeah, we have froze here. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so this here is telling me that I've had an error, not enough video to what does that even mean? So let me see. This isn't open enough. I'm like talking to myself. Is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream, as such viewers will. 24. Wow. So, let me see here. No, we're going strong. I don't know what happened. So, open. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. So, what's up, April? What up? What up? Okay, so yeah, I guess. Oh, now we're back. We're back now. I apologize. I don't. Yeah, we're that really kind of makes me sad, everybody. I talked about having a good connection, and then it failed on me. So I apologize, everyone. I'm going to give a shout out to April. What up? And I got Nick. Nick B, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, so of course I was like boasting, right? So it's telling me my connection's excellent. But so let me get somewhere. So this is going for you. And I don't Gabriel moved. I don't know where he is. Hold on. No. Is this Gabriel? No. I haven't done anything in the eco world. Where is Gabriel? Gabriel, I feel like, no, I feel like Gabriel lives, let's see. Ah, no. I don't know what that is either. Here. Yeah, here's Gabriel. So Gabriel lived on the mountain as well. He likes the cold. He was there. So something else, I apologize. I forgot to, at 11:07 we had an error. But for the most part, the stream was healthy. So that's good. We did good for a bit. So that's good. I'm making progress. It can be done, people. I've been working on this and talking about it for probably a year-ish when I started streaming, doing lives. Like my whole purpose was really like I just wanted to do content. I'm a daily lifer, true crime, book reading, trying to figure out my life. I need a little motivation. Let me give a little motivation, gal. And I wanted to share that with people. So I enjoyed creating content. And my Sims, how? Oh, because I had them travel. I'm sorry. They're just these two. I don't even know. So let me find. Yikes. Start a break-in. We're gonna switch households. Then I started live streaming, and I have the gift of gab. And I actually kind of enjoyed it, but for me, something's kind of like missing. And then I really just started talking like about my Sims, and I've had so many people say, "Oh my gosh, I want to see your Sims, like why can't we see your Sims? And it has taken me, everybody, I'm going to say a good 9 to 10 months to get this project up and running. And not that it's that difficult. And I know there's other, very tech suave, streamers who like, what are you talking about? Like, just plug in your stuff and go kind of thing. For me, it isn't because I have a full-time career. Two, I already have kind of a part-time like content, live show that I do, that I made a commitment to, that, I'm continuing on with that. And some of the struggles within that were part of my challenge to get to this point here. So it's a challenge and it takes a lot of work. And if I have to put this much work into something, trying to do something that I enjoy, I need to have the satisfaction of truly like enjoying what I'm doing, I guess. You know what I mean? Where it's not work to me. So now that all the kinks are getting there and worked out, it's not going to be like work to me. But Q&A, someone had asked me, how do you do all of this? I can tell you, tonight I just jumped on, and this is the first time, and I feel like I would be able to tell if I was on the outside looking in that, yeah, I'm just up here rambling. There's no flow to what I'm trying to bring here, but this is just a test run. So right now it's telling me, is it telling me to end my stream? No, it's telling me that we have really good connection. Two, I didn't know that in the studio part of YouTube, everybody, that's where I find my chat. So I missed people commenting and being here, and I apologize for that. So yeah, I don't know. So something's happening because although I got a good signal here, something's happening. So I think I saved if it crashes on me. But so yeah, it's taken me a little bit to get here, and I'm going to keep going with it. And yes, I am a Gen Xer, and obviously 25 years. I've been playing The Sims for 25 years. 25 years, and I'm learning. I have found out within this last year that The Sims, like, this is a serious thing. There are people, professionals out here that know their stuff and that have so much time invested in knowing and becoming, I feel like, a professional simmer, that I am very envious. So I'm going to try to learn some tricks of the trade, and hopefully I can pass that on. And yeah, let me also say that tomorrow, what time is it? Yeah, something's happening here. I think we kind of froze up, so I apologize. Yeah, my live stream tomorrow on TikTok is scheduled for 9:05 Eastern Standard Time. We're talking some true crime, Idaho 4 or the Moscow 4, the pre-trial updates, and what we do know. What do we know so far with Brian Kohlberger? I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about some summer movie picks. It's summertime. And a little bit of did you know facts, fun facts that I got. There's a couple unsolved mysteries out there that I didn't know. Were actually, I know, like, all cold cases are, like, they're cold cases. No one really touches them, but there are, for real and not in the TV or movies, detectives and reporters and other peoples that will get their hands on cold cases with the hopes of trying to find new clues and new evidence to solve some, cold cases. So I actually stumbled across a couple interesting things that I'm going to share tomorrow. That now we're going to talk about life, a little bit of life and how we're all doing, and I'll probably give a Sims update, and I'm going to try to in the future tie this all together. We'll see what happens. But thank you. I don't know. All right, the screen is moving now, but I don't know if it's just like stuck on a loop or something. I have a really good signal, it says, so I'm not sure. I know if I do that hard quit. I think I saved, but yeah. So let me see what it has me as. I still see me talking and doing my thing. Yeah, I still see it. But it's just not going. So I'm going to end off here. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully people will stop by and watch this, and I apologize for the rambling. I was just trying to do a test run. So, Sims of the Unknown, everybody's coming. We have the Romans, the Lees, the Knight family, the Ramsey family, and a few others sprinkled in there. We have vampires. We have master spellcasters. We have, I think I got a couple like of the Aqua peoples. A couple aliens or from different worlds, if you will. Plenty of ghosts and some paranormal stuff going on, right? So come and join me. I'm going to do probably one more test run. We're going to try to do a dual stream here on YouTube and TikTok. Tomorrow evening, I'm going to be on TikTok, 9:05 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to talk about some true crime, we're doing the Idaho 4, Moscow 4, the Brian Kohlberger pretrial. What do we know so far? And I'm going to see, it might be possible if the dual stream goes well that we just do a double dual stream and bring that here to you guys. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, I guess this is done. So thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. And you're probably going to see a couple more of these before I get it all 100% right. And my positive tip is don't give up. And it's okay if you kind of like slow down, you take a break, you rest. If you over rest, but just don't give up. Get back out there, get back on the horse and carry on, because you can get it done. So if I can accomplish live streaming my Sims. And when I tell you I'm a numbers person, but I'm not a technical person. So, and thank you to all those that helped me. Zach, thank you. He's my frenemy, everybody. And we'll talk about that another time. But have a good night. And I will see you all really, really, really soon. Thank you.